Hey guys, so I think it's about time I did a video on Logan Garments. Now, if you've watched my previous videos recently, you know that I've been an ambassador for them. So I want to go through the pros and cons of the ambassadorship and the actual merch that they've got. During this video, I will siphon through some of the things, hopefully all the things that I've gotten from them, if I've managed to get them all in one pile. So, pretty good vest. The pros, the actual quality of the shirts and everything else are pretty damn good. The hoodie is one of my favorite hoodies. In fact, it is super warm in this thing, and this honestly is one of my favorite hoodies. It's not one I can wear to work. Again, I work multiple jobs. One of them is in a care home, and I've been working in care long enough to know you do not wear white to work. So yeah, but this honestly is one of my favorite hoodies. It's thick, it's warm, I don't feel restricted when I wear it, which is great. And that's kind of the running theme with their clothes. I do have to say though, the sizes are a little bit squiffy. So let's have a look. So I'm not entirely sure if you can see this well, but this one's quite tight. Now I'm not a big lad, I'm 5'7". I don't particularly think I'm that muscular. I've definitely got shoulders now, which does put me in a bit of an awkward place sometimes, but this shirt is a medium, which is what I would normally go for. And it's restrictive. A little bit restrictive. It just feels too tight, and it's a shame because I really do like baseball t-shirts. This was one of the first things that I saw that I absolutely wanted. The first thing that I bought was the hoodie, but the first thing that I saw in terms of shirt wise was this, and I absolutely love this. But it feels very tight. The upside of that is that it keeps me warm, but yeah, if you're a short ass like me, 5'7", and you're about the same build, go for a large, don't go for a medium. Also, one of the other mediums I've got. So this is, honestly, if it was a little bit bigger, it would be my favourite vest. Hearts don't break. Well, hearts don't break around here. I love it, it's really cool. And it was a freebie being part of the ambassadorship. I'll get into more details on the ambassadorship in a minute. But yeah, it's a medium like the baseball shirt, because I bought the baseball shirt and they threw this in with it. And it's just, it feels tight. I personally don't think my chest is that big. My shoulders have certainly gotten broader in the last year or so, but it's tight on my chest as well. I would wear this underneath a shirt, and if I'm lounging about the house or the flat, if I'm going to have a workout at home, this would certainly be something that I throw on. But come the summer, I don't think I'm going to be wearing this one out and about. The other vest, absolutely, but this one just feels a little bit too tight for me personally. So, you know, if you're like me and you don't like things too tight, 5'7", not particularly that big, go for the large instead of the medium. But that really is the only problem I have. That's just the sizes, because the actual quality is really good. It feels really comfortable to wear. It's just I wish it was a little bit bigger. Let's have another look at a shirt. I keep clicking like Thanos, and then I have to bend down and press the button on the laptop, and it's weird. Kind of takes me out at the moment. But hey, here it is, another great shirt. Honestly, I can keep saying this about a lot of their clothes, especially they've got a new hoodie out that is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I'll throw up a picture of it or something like that. But yeah, I'm probably gonna buy that hoodie because it's a really cool hoodie. I really like that hoodie. But this shirt fits me so much better. This is a large. I love the explosive color with the design. Yeah, I love this shirt. This is a shirt I'm going to be wearing a lot when we get t-shirt weather again. At the moment, it's just a little bit too cold for that. And again, great quality. And when you get a size that actually fits, it's pretty damn good. Now, I think I've only got one more freebie to do. So let's have a look at that one. Honestly, getting dressed so quickly, it's wearing me out. Okay, so this is the jumper. And yes, I do say jumper because I'm British and we say jumper. We don't say sweater. Jog on. It's jumper. Or jump on. Anyway, there we go. It's quite nice. It's a little more feminine, but I do love purple. Purple is my favourite colour. A white jumper is good, but I'm a bit of a klutz, and there are already tea stains on this from today. There you go. But yeah, this one is super warm, just like the hoodie. Super warm, super comfortable. It's a large. I absolutely love this, and I've had a couple of people saying that they're going to try and steal it from me, but that's okay because I'm an archer. Not threatening violence, I'm just saying. I have a bow. I'm pretty good. Don't touch my stuff. Okay, so while I'm talking about the ambassadorship, I am going to throw up some pictures over there. Yep. Throw up some pictures there-ish or anywhere of some of the other merchandise that they do, because they do some really, really cool clothes. I do genuinely love a lot of their clothes. It's premium brand, it's comfortable, it's good for relaxing, it's good if you're active. So yeah, they're there-ish, maybe. So, the ambassadorship. Ooh, there are pros and cons to it. Of course there are. There's pros and cons to everything. One of the biggest cons that I see and that I hear about is that you have to pay to be brand ambassador. Which, yeah, I understand why people don't like that. It's £30 if you're in the UK, 30 quid, which isn't too much, you know, if you've not got it. If you're starting from nothing, then obviously it kind of sticks the kibosh on that. But if you've got that, and you've got the time, then it is something I would recommend doing. So that £30 doesn't just go into the ether. You get that 30 quid back in store credit, essentially in store credit. So the hoodie that I've got was 40 quid. So I paid my monthly membership thing, and then I put an extra tenner on to get the hoodie. The baseball t-shirt was 20 odd quid. Well, the vest was 20 odd quid, something like that, and obviously that's what he paid for. So, you know, there are things like that. But the bonuses are that you'll get freebies. It's not a big bonus at the very beginning, but it is nice to get freebies along those lines. Because it's not just the freebies that you'll get. If you put time into this, you can get money. And I've spoken to a number of people who are bringing in some serious money. A couple of people are bringing in 100 or 200. But again, if that's 100 or 200 on top of what you're already earning, that's pretty damn good. And when I say serious money, you're looking at about £800. Again, not something you can quit your day job over, but £800 a month on top of what you're already getting is pretty damn good. It's not something that's likely to happen overnight, and I'll get into how they prefer you to work in a moment, but it is something that you can build on, which is something that I do promote for people who are looking to make extra money. It is something that I do promote to people who are looking to try something new. You start working for free, which goes against what Heath Ledger said in possibly his greatest performance. But it's not that you're doing it for free necessarily. You're doing it to plant the seeds of something that you can harvest later on. So you start this now, you might not get payouts, you might only get freebies every now and then, but it will grow into something else. It will teach you lessons if you don't know what you're doing beforehand, and you will have a guy on Facebook. My guy is called Scott. Scott is brilliant. Scott's great. Scott's awesome. And you know, they will help you. If you're not quite sure about how to go about something, they will help you. You know, it's not always immediate because, again, you know, these are people. It depends when the people are awake or at work, or whenever they can do things. Not everyone works like I do, which is pretty much if I'm awake, I'm at work. But yeah, you know, you will have help. Help will be there. You will be part of the community on Facebook. There will be people there who will help you. There will be people there who will reach out. I had someone who's part of the Facebook group who sent me a friend request, and we've been talking. Really cool guy in New Zealand. And yeah, you will get help doing this. If you don't quite know what you're doing, the help will be there. So it's not like they just throw you in and take your money. That was my concern, that it was just something sketchy, but no, it is on board, it is legit. And if you have the 30 quid a month to invest into something that you could reap a lot of benefits back from, I absolutely recommend that you do it. Now, how they gauge the work is unfortunately where I have to step away, because I don't have the time required to do things like this. I mean, if you've seen the upload schedule on my channel, it's not great. It's not great. So you'll do the posts on Facebook, you'll do posts on Instagram and YouTube if you've got it. Definitely recommend having something like that, even CocoScope, which is great. So you make those posts and then you'll copy the links, and once or twice a month you'll send them off to your guy on Facebook, and that's how they judge it, which is not great. It's not bad, it's not great. With other companies, what you'll tend to see with a number of them is that they'll give you a code. Mine is usually Ginger Archer, because I'm Ginger and I'm an Archer, which doesn't often translate into other outlets, but that's what I've gone for because I have no imagination. So yeah, normally you'll get your code, and that's what you give to people. Normally it will give those people a discount, and then the company that you work for will give you commission and blah blah blah. But that's not what Logan Garments does. Logan Garments will base it on what you've posted. For me, the most interesting thing when I've worked in sales jobs, dedicated sales jobs, is what management do. I want to see what management do. I want to see how it works behind the scenes, because frontline is good, but frontline is just frontline. I want to see the whole operation, and you're kind of limited when you're in a situation with Logan Garment, because you can't really see how they judge certain posts, which is yeah, it's a bugger. It's a bugger. But as I said, if you've got the time to do it, and that's the big one, if you've got the time to invest in this, it's absolutely worth trying. It's absolutely worth having a crack at. For me, you guys all know, I think most of you know by now, I run the social media for Mandarin Duck. They're not the only company I've worked for. They're not the only company I will ever work for. I do a number of other things. I work on a lot of other projects. So I don't necessarily have the time to sit down and do the videos and make sure they're between 1 minute and 3 minute long, but I can do the slideshows. I can do the posts on Instagram. Mostly my Instagram's food porn, but yeah, I can do that. It's just what they specifically want. I personally don't feel, as a professional, I personally don't feel that I can give them everything that they want. So I'm looking to step away from it. But I don't want to put people off of doing it, because again, you can make serious money if you're willing to put the time into this. you will get freebies. You will get the first look at what they have coming out. You will get entered into competitions to get these freebies. So it's worthwhile if you've got that 30 quid a month going spare, if you've got that money and you've got that time to invest into it. I really don't want to keep rambling on because this video has gone long enough. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to do. This has been my personal look on Logan Garments. I do love the clothes. The ambassador system is pretty good. It's got its pros, it's got its cons, but overall I do have a positive view of Logan Garments. I do. You know, it's not like they're paying me to say that. It's not like I'm expecting to get any freebies. As far as I'm concerned, they owe me nothing. I owe them nothing. This is just my personal opinion on Logan Garments. So I hope it helps. If you are thinking about it, I do think it's worth having a crack at. And I'll see you next time.